Hi again everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, back again with my Destash Part 2. There's only two lots in this video. I'm going to start with what I'm calling my Lot E. And it has this pretty green, kind of shiny trim. There's two separate pieces of this each. This one's 21 inches. I think they're both 21 inches. Yeah, they're both 21 inches, so there's two separate pieces of that. I have this little like woven rickrack. It's white and yellow. That is about a ½ inch. There's two separate pieces here. There's one that's 2 yards long and one that's, you know, like a 1.5 feet. So there's two separate pieces of that. This one I didn't measure. It's about 1 inch. That one was about 1 inch wide. I have this really pretty Venice lace trim. It's like a variegated, like a rusty brown and a light brown. It's very pretty. I love this one. It is about 1.25 inches, and there's 2 yards of that. This small, kind of like scalloped, like little fans coming down. It's like a light lilac. It's also variegated with dark and light as you go along. Very pretty. That is about a little over ½ inch, and there's 2 yards of that. This here was a piece from a curtain valance, and I love the design in it. It's kind of shiny with a scalloped edge and flowers going down the middle of it. There's a yard of this. That was the bottom part of it, and the top part of it was this little scalloped edge. There's a yard of that as well. And it takes color really well. It's bright white, but here's a piece of it that I coffee dyed, or maybe it was tea dyed. So it took the dye really well. You can see the difference. And what I've been doing with this part is making it into little flowers, little flowerets. The scalloped edge really lends itself to that, and the holes where the curtain rod went through kind of add to the look. So that's what I do with those. There's a yard of each side of it. Oops. Oh, here's this tiny silver. You can see the shine. It's very shiny silver trim. I think there's either 3 or 5 yards in there. So that's included. I have this brown. This is also variegated. You can see the design on it. It is 1.25 inches, and there's 2 yards of that. Yeah, this really pretty, like a dark rust color. Let me see if I have the right side. Pretty little dainty trim. It is about a ½ inch, and there's 2 yards of that. This trim is like a green and yellow. See it up close. Very pretty. It is about 3/4 of an inch, and there's 2 yards of that. This one here is gorgeous. I love this one. I'm going to hold it this way. Looks like little flowers going along it. And it's like a dark gray with dark blue, like a steel. Very pretty. Steel blue and kind of a purplish color. Very pretty. This one is about 1.5 inches wide, and there's 2 yards of that. Love that one. This is like a wedding trim. It's like a cream colored with the cording going through it and a scalloped edge. There's 1 yard of that. And again, like what was in the last lot, this cording, I don't know what this is called. It's really strong, and it has the loops that you can dangle stuff from. And there's 5 yards of that. This one's a really, look, white. There's some white in this lot. Really pretty wide, soft lace. This is in a white. Let me see it up close. Yeah, that's the right side. And that is about 5.5 inches wide. And I believe there's 2 yards. Or just under 2 yards of that. And this one is that leaf trim again, like is in one of the other lots. This is a pale blue, pretty scalloped edge on it. Straight edge on the top. This is about just over 2 inches wide, and oh, okay, there's several pieces. Okay, so there's 2 pieces of that. One is 24 inches, and the other is about 15 inches. So there's 2 pieces of that one. The same design, but in a pink, a light pink. And there's a yard of that. And this pretty white and kind of a peachy pink trim with that's kind of a, I don't know how you describe that, but the ribbon is stitched onto it. That's what it looks like up close. I believe there's 2 yards of that. Might be 3. I think it's 2. That's really pretty. And then this gorgeous green and gold beaded trim. Get that. A lot of work in that. This is only about 17 inches of that. Okay, so all of that is Lot E. Lot E, I'm asking $20 as well, with $3 shipping. US only, PayPal only. So that is E. Move that out of the way. And the last lot, this one I'm calling my beaded remnants and appliques. It's kind of a grab bag of some remnants that I have that are really pretty. Got these pair of sequined appliques. They're all hand stitched. I think they're well, maybe not. Anyway, they're like a fuchsia, dark pink fuchsia color. There's 2 of those. This one here I absolutely love. It's a remnant of beaded fabric. It's like a steel blue color. It has beads and sequins, all hand done. I put tape along the edges of it to keep it from unraveling. But this is, let's see, there's a whole piece of it which is about 21 inches. And each of these flowers could be cut up. You probably need to put something on the back to stabilize it to keep the beads from unraveling, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those whole flowers. So that's included. This gorgeous remnant piece. Gotta hold these back so you can see the whole thing. Look at that. Very pretty blue, deep, like royal blue sequins, covered in sequins. Let me show it to you up close. Very pretty. On a like a tulle background. Scalloped edge. This piece is roughly 17 inches as well. This one, now this was taken off of, well, I'm sure all of these were taken off clothing at some point. Look at the pretty detail in that. Pink and blue and gold are the colors in this one. You can see the shine in it. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. This piece is about 13 inches. If you like sparkle, you're going to want this lot, because there's lots of sparkle in here. This piece, bright red and gold. Look at that. A pretty good length of that. Try to get some close up. This is all, well, most of it's hand done, I believe. Look at that. Very pretty. Very pretty. Beautiful red. That's that. Got this pretty piece of embroidery on tulle. And the colors are like a blue and a peach and a pink and some green, a little purple. Very pretty. And it's got sequins sprinkled all over it. This piece is 13 inches long. And it's pretty. I've got this single piece here that's all gold and orange and black. Let's see the close-up. Sequins and beads and faceted, like almost rhinestone looking beads. That would look pretty on the front of a blouse or whatever. And that's about 5 inches wide at the widest point. There's that. This beautiful embroidered piece with the trim on the bottom. It's got some sequins and some little tiny pearls on there. Pretty embroidery on a black black fabric background. This piece is 13 inches. Pretty. It's a pretty embroidered background with beads. Beads and like rhinestones. Very pretty floral pattern. Go up close. Pretty embroidery. That piece is roughly 12 inches long. Pretty teal and dark purple and brown and green. This one, very pretty floral embroidered pattern again with acrylic beads. Pretty fuchsia and orange purples. That piece is about 15 inches long. This gorgeous, gorgeous one. Look at all the detail in that. Bright red with silver. Different shades of red. I'm going to show you some detail. Sequins and this, I don't even know what that, oops, I don't even know what that's called. It's like a coil. Very pretty. And that's all hand done. There's a rhinestone there. Some rhinestones. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And that is a good length. That's 23 inches long. And this is just some embroidered trim. It's got a scalloped edge, some open work on the bottom, open work in the pretty design. Looks like flower baskets or something. Very pretty. And that's quite wide. It's oops, about 6.5 inches wide, and it's about a yard long. It's very pretty embroidered piece. And I have a few appliques. I've got, oops, this one. It's got the flower at the top. And this can be cut apart into different pieces for your projects, or used all as one. It is about 9 inches long. There's that one. I've got a matching pair of these. Let me see, move this out of the way so you can see it against the black of my dirty craft mat. It's a matching pair. This as well can be cut up into different pieces. Got a flourish there and some flowers and leaves that can be cut off, and flowers can be cut off. Got your flourishes, some more flowers, and these are quite long. They're about 15 inches from top to bottom, and maybe about 3 or 4 inches wide at the widest point. So there's a matching pair of those. And one rather large Venice applique. It's coming across blue in the camera, but it's like a royal purple. It's a very deep purple. And this is very big, great for the front of a dress or what have you. Yeah, it's coming across blue, but it's like a bluish purple in real life. Try to show you up close. Very good quality. This as well, if you don't, or if you're not a sewer or a seamstress, and you don't want to use it in a garment, this as well can be cut up into various pieces for your projects. Pretty scalloped edge, very bottom of it. So that is lot F. And I'm asking $20 for this one as well, with $3 shipping. PayPal only for any of my Destash lots, US only as well. I'll have the lots listed in the description box below. If you're interested in either of these lots, then private message me. If you're not sure how to private message, if you click on the link for my YouTube channel and go click on the About tab at the top, there'll be a link down there to send message. So if you're interested in any of these lots, send me a private message with your PayPal address, and I will send you an invoice. First pay, first get. As soon as a lot is paid for, I will come into YouTube and mark it as sold in the description box. So, and I wanted to also thank all of my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few lately, and my old subscribers as well. I really appreciate each and every one of you that look at my videos and comment. It inspires me to keep going and do more videos, so I really appreciate you all. And I'm hoping for you people that are new to the crafting world, some of these lots will help you get going with your own stash. My Destash will become somebody else's stash, hopefully. So thanks, and everybody have a great day. And if I don't get a video up between now and Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye bye for now.